From the beginning, God set the heavens in motion with precision. The moon traces its path around the earth. The earth circles the sun, shadows fall in patterns that repeat like the turning of a great cosmic clock. NASA studies those patterns. They measure the angles, the distances, the cycles. And because creation is consistent, they can predict an eclipse years before it happens. They can tell you the hour the shadow begins, the moment the moon turns red, and the second it fades back into light. This is not mystery. This is design. The quiet order of a universe spoken into existence. When the earth stands between the sun and the moon, sunlight bends through the atmosphere and paints the moon in a deep, copper red. The world calls it a blood moon. But it is gentle, predictable, a soft, muted glow that comes and goes without shaking a leaf on the ground. People gather in backyards with telescopes. Children point upward. Cameras click. And the night continues as if nothing happened. It is beautiful, yes, but it is not prophetic. It is the natural rhythm of the heavens doing what they have always done. But when Joel spoke of the moon turning to blood, he was not describing a quiet eclipse. When Jesus warned of signs in the heavens, he was not pointing to a scheduled event printed on a calendar. When John saw the moon become as blood, he was not watching a predictable cycle. The prophets were not astronomers charting shadows. They were messengers witnessing upheaval. They saw a world trembling. They saw the sky darkened. They saw creation itself convulsing under the weight of divine intervention. This is not the red glow of refracted sunlight. This is the terror and awe of the day of the Lord. NASA can calculate an eclipse because eclipses belong to the realm of order. They follow rules. They obey cycles. They repeat. But prophecy does not follow cycles. Judgment does not repeat on a schedule. The day of the Lord does not arrive because the moon enters the umbra. It arrives because God steps into history. The predictable blood moon belongs to astronomy. The prophetic blood moon belongs to sovereignty. One is the result of alignment. The other is the result of intervention. When the prophetic blood moon comes, it will not be subtle. It will not be soft. It will not be something you watch with a telescope while sipping coffee. It will be accompanied by shaking of nations, of mountains, of hearts. The sun will not simply dim, it will refuse to shine. The stars will not merely twinkle, they will fall. The earth will not quietly rotate, it will tremble. This is not the calm red of an eclipse. This is the blood-red sign of a world under divine confrontation. NASA can map the shadow of the earth, but they cannot map the shadow of judgment. They can forecast the alignment of the sun and moon, but they cannot forecast the alignment of prophecy. They can predict the next eclipse, but they cannot predict the next intervention of God. Humanity can measure the heavens, but only God commands them. Science can observe cycles, but only the sovereign breaks them. The blood moon of Scripture is not a natural event. It is a supernatural announcement. And when that day comes, the world will know. Not because NASA published a chart, not because astronomers issued a press release, but because creation itself will cry out. The heavens will shake, the earth will groan, the nations will tremble, and the moon, the same moon that has quietly circled the earth for thousands of years, will become a sign, a warning, a declaration, a trumpet in the sky announcing that the King is stepping into the story again. So yes, NASA can predict a blood moon, but only the kind that belongs to nature, only the kind that belongs to cycles, only the kind that belongs to order. But the blood moon of prophecy is not predictable. It is not scheduled. It is not gentle. It is the moment when heaven and earth agree that time is up. The moment when the Lamb rises. The moment when the day of the Lord breaks through the veil. And when that happens, no chart, no telescope, no calculation will explain it, because it will not be the shadow of the earth. It will be the shadow of God. If this helped you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach someone who needs it. And if you want to stay connected, tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next.